Good afternoon, Apaches! Welcome to day one of the Arcadia League Championship. I'm your host, Kevin Wu.
And I'm your host, Andrew Liu.
I hope everyone is staying home and staying safe. Hey, Andrew, how's your quarantine life so far?
Well, my quarantine life right now is kind of boring, not gonna lie. I did not expect myself to actually miss school, but here I am. But I did pick up League of Legends and I leveled up to level 19 right now. But still all my friends want to play ranked, so they just leave me behind to play by myself. So, I'm still very lonely, still very sad. But how about you, Kevin?
Well, thank you for asking. And Andrew, it's impressive how you went up one level in one day. I see you were playing Xin Zhao top. Maybe that is the new meta. Maybe we'll see that in this tournament.
Maybe.
Well, thank you for asking again. I am doing well, but it's very boring not to hang out with any friends, so I've been grinding League 2. Currently Iron 2. Don't at me, I'm just flexing. All right. So today, we will only have 6 teams competing each other because unfortunately, the team Forever Free has been disqualified.
Yes, they were disqualified for disobeying the rules. Therefore, congratulations to 5 angry minions. They will advance to the quarterfinals. But isn't there only like 6 minions who go on the battlefield, or am I wrong? I don't know.
Well, Andrew, I think you should improve your CS before you can tell me how many minions. So, going first today, we have Bat Not Chicken Wings versus Cave Esports. It should be a very entertaining game. Let's move on to the analyst desk. Allison and Billy.
Alright, hello everybody. So I am your anchor today. I'm Billy, and speaking of Andrew being only level 19, a few days ago he did ask me if anyone I know has a level 30 and above league account, and I told him that I was level 333 actually. So just not trying to flex on him, but it is pretty funny to see somebody starting out on League, and yeah.
And I'm Allison, your other announcer for today. So for this first matchup, we do have the teams Bat Not Chicken Wing versus Cave Esports, with the Bat Not Chicken Wings team consisting of Miles Ajao on Afro Yo-Yo, Andrew Huang, Asian Swag 19, Austin Kwok on Stallion 82, Michael Say on Solstay, Mark Staludi on Prowquaw, and their substitute Corey Ray on Corey Bra, who will be substituting today.
Yeah, and over on my side with esports, we have Leo Lai with Dragon Jockey, Andy Liu with Hai Mingju, Brian Huang with Ramen Senpai, Sean Huang with Hai Noodle, and Liu with KB Yunbai, and their sub is Alex with waffles and eggs. However, he's not going to be competing today. He's only a sub, and maybe we'll see him in the future rounds, but just not today, unfortunately. Yeah.
All right, and it looks like they're getting into the drafting phase so far. So I noticed they've banned Kha'Zix.
I do not tolerate.
And they also banned some of the champions that on our team on our team over on Cave East that play, such as Vladimir, which is being played by, I'm assuming, our top laner. I think it's one of his actually good champions that he played, but overall he does have a good win rate over on the top lane with a 70% win rate, and he seems like the lowest ranked in their team right now at Silver 2, but he does show a lot of how well he's going to do in lane, just looking at his win rate right here. But also on our ADC here, which is Hai Mingju, playing by Andy Liu, he is the highest ranked out of the whole team, which is at Gold 1, and he does have a 70% win rate on ADC as well, so he does show a lot of promise on carrying the team most likely, and we'll just see how he does.
Yeah, and on the side of Bat Not Chicken Wing, it looks like their team is a mix of ranks, with Afrio being Gold 3, Asian Swag 19, Moon Silver 4, Stallion 82, unranked, but has been playing a lot of ranked flex and with the rest of the team, and Solstay being Gold 3, and their substitute today, Plat 4, Corey Bra. So it looks very mixed, and I can't wait to see how well they do together. It does look like on some of their match histories, they've been playing a couple ranked flex together with some victories and some defeats. So definitely excited to see how well they're going to perform during this match today. It does look like their carry is going to be their substitute, Corey Bra, who is their highest ranked currently, and he will be their jungler with a 90% jungle role participation, but only a 30% win rate. So definitely going to see how he comes out
Let me add
in this match.
Yeah, funny you should say that. Cave Esports, actually, Dragon Jockey seems to be the jungler, and even though he's at gold 3, he also does have a very low win rate at a 40% win rate right now as a jungler. And just looking at the rank difference between the jungler on my side and the jungler on your side, it seems like their jungler is most likely going to do better, but I'm not sure just because you told me like he also has a very low win rate, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to gank and counter gank each lane, and how their monster kills are going to affect the overall quality of their gameplays.
Yeah, and coming with the final bans in the drafting mode, you see that the Caitlyn has been banned away from their AD carry, and now they're locking in their final picks in the draft mode.
And also, it was very interesting to see that they banned Caitlyn over on the Cave Esports team, because Caitlyn seems to be our ADC's most played champion on their team. So I was very surprised to see that they actually banned that champion, just because I would expect their ADC to be carrying with that champion possibly, but it seems to me right now that he is picking Xayah as their ADC.
All right. So now with the drafting phase just about done with this last pick here, definitely going to see what that champion is.
Yeah, and it's very interesting because he is hovering over Cassiopeia right now, and they don't seem to have any actual in meta ADCs. So kind of interested to see what champions are gonna go into their bot lane. But for now, with the loading screen coming, let's just go ahead and see all of you guys on the Rift.
Oh yeah, I can see it on. Oh.
All right, everybody, we are now in game, and so they're all just starting out with coming into the lanes, possibly leashing their yeah. Devin, are you there?
Oh yes, I am right here. Currently, I think Allison is off, so I will be replacing as the analyst.
All right, awesome. We totally got great. Just trust that we can announce this correctly.
Yeah.
Alright, so over here we have both of their bot lanes leashing. From what I can see on the mini map, they are all very communicative with their pings and the whereabouts of each champion actually.
I see they're all hiding in the bushes right now, ready to get the buff.
Yep. And honestly, I'm very excited to see what's going game. They're already or they're starting to communicate. I'm assuming over on the Discord chat that we have for them, and it's very exciting.
The mid lane is starting their battle.
And but from what I can see is that it's a Yasuo going against Garen, and Garen is already trying to go very aggressive onto the Yasuo to get rid of that shield. And over here on the top lane is Hecarim against their Shin, and in the bot lane is Xayah and versus the Yuumi and Cassiopeia, which is very interesting because earlier I did talk about their ADC being non-existent according to the meta right now, and you can see that Cassiopeia here in the bot lane with her extreme attack speed and movement speed, she could be a really good role for the ADC here. And they are very AP heavy down in the bot lane, so I'm assuming that over in the Cave Esports they are going to just build a lot of MR to try to resist their pokes.
Yeah, and it looks like there's not really much happening right now other than some farm. Oh, here we go with a little bit of trading in the mid lane here.
Yep.
It's a small scratch on the Garen.
Yeah, it's just a tiny bit of tickle, and over here we can see that they're just starting out to farm. There's really nothing going on, but you can already see that the Hecarim is keeping top with the gank onto. We got the
flashes over the burn pit wall.
Right, so the top lane did burn the teleport onto the top lane, and their jungler didn't have to flash over the. Oh wait, yeah. So Allison, welcome back, and we're just starting out here in the games, and there's really not much poke going on. I see that they're all playing very safe and just trying to farm out as much as possible, and yeah, nothing seems to be happening. Oh, over here on the mid lane.
Here we go, in the mid lane. Hi Noodles is very low health right now, but it looks like First Blood does go to top lane here.
And as you can see, after the first blood, nothing is really going on again. It's very much just farming phase for them right now, and they're really trying to play it out safe and trying to just farm and get that gold for the late game. I'm assuming that they're trying to play out for.
Yeah, and Shen does use his TP to get back into lane to really farm again. It looks like another attempt at killing Aaron here at the lane. Does look like he's flashing in, and he gets the kill. Flashing the emote.
Is he going to die here? No, the Elise decides to not chase.
Out.
Yeah, but the Garen does have to burn flash, but it's a really good flash in my opinion, just because of how much gold he is going to get early on in the game to get that item that he really needs. And here comes bot lane trying to get.
Oh, and they do pick up a kill on the jungler here. He does not have flash as he beat it earlier, flashing over the burn pit, so makes for a quick secured kill for the bot lane.
Yeah, and I see that Braum was trying to gank the mid lane Garen. However, there was already a ward there, and so he was able to just really quickly get out of the lane and go back into base.
Yeah, and it seems like on the side of Cave Esports, KV Inuvi is definitely stuck sitting under his tower as the Hecarim has a lot of early pressure on him. And with that first blood, he definitely has an advantage now that he is mid tabby, so the Shen is not able to do too much damage to him. He can farm freely right there.
And for farming wise, it does look like they're all very even, and they're just all trying to ping. Oh, here the top lane is trying to ping that the Hecarim is missing, and nothing is really going on in the bot lane still, even though they do have a lead on the kill with the Nunu.
Yeah, here Corey-Bra gonna get the Scuttle Crab. Maybe looking to see if Shen will push up a little bit so they can kind of initiate a gank there and push the lead that the top laner already has. And it looks like High Noodles might be showing a little bit of disrespect and getting ganked here. Looks like
The Shen does.
Was.
The Shen was able to save the Yasuo with his ulti, and he was not able to land the tornado and get that ulti off, which is kind of unfortunate because they really do need that lead since they already lost 2 lives to the early game.
A great TP ultimate by the Shen, and now it looks like I'm not Chicken Wing does pick up. Oh wait, actually, sorry, my bad. Blue side does get taken. The dragon, meanwhile, top lane, the Hecarim does take down the Shen once again, and he will be putting a lot of pressure on that tower, getting turret plating, and getting huge gold advantage against the Shen here.
Yeah, and I would say something about the mid lane, which is that the Yasuo is not really hitting a lot of those tornadoes onto the Garen, and that is right now his only form of attack from far range. And just because if he really does try to go up to him and Q him, he's going to be poked right back with Garen Q, which I'm assuming is doing a lot more damage to him right now.
And not Chicken Wing does definitely have very interesting bottom lane combo here with the Cassiopeia and Yumi. And it does look like they're able to still not have much going on down there. It looks like the blue side bot lane is walking up a little bit, and there are things from the red side cautioning them. And it looks like they are getting a game.
Yeah, the Xayah burns ulti, and their Braum decides to sacrifice himself just to save the ADC, which could be a very smart move, but it was very bold of them to want to try to clear that ward.
Yeah, so now the red side bot lane does have a lead with that kill. They will be recalling here after pushing up the wave.
And
Xayah just gonna farm under tower here.
yeah, even though their bot lane did not have the best time earlier on during that gank, the Xayah still manages to outfarm the Cassiopeia just by a little bit, and you can still see that the red team still does have over 1,000 gold lead, and even with as long as the blue team gets more dragons and eventually getting soul, I think they still have a chance to pick it back up.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like there's some local presence being made in the topside river for the blue team here as they get Scuttle Crab. I think not gonna be successful in mid lane here.
And it does look like the Yasuo is having some trouble farming and against this Garen, because every single time the Yasuo tries to go up and farm, the Garen is going to pressure him by using the Q.
Yeah. Looks like a little bit of a attempt at poking down the Zaya here. Using the Cassiopeia.
But as far as I can see, the Zaya does do a lot more damage than the Cassiopeia right now, just because.
Oh, and it looks like the Yasuo just get taken down by gank from the Nunu.
I do think that this Nunu has a lot of map pressure going, ganking almost every single lane. Haven't really seen him top though, just because I think he tried going against top, but he did not manage to do that successfully.
Yeah, definitely. Top red side top does have a lead though, so he does want to make an effort to kind of assist these other lanes. And it looks like he's gonna gank bot lane right now.
And
he does catch off the Braum here.
But here's Elise counter jungling. Let's see. He does get the Nunu and
the TV coming in with the Hecarim.
Oh!
He bursts down the Zaya. He tries to pick off this Elise here. Does get a double kill. Now he's able to push through bot lane.
Right, and Yasuo is making his way bottom. Let's see if he can do anything to save this tower actually, but it doesn't seem very much possible since he is 2 levels below the Garen who he's laning with, and
looks like he is gonna get taken down here.
Oh no, the Yasuo gets the kill.
On the Hecarim.
Gonna get the double kill. Oh wow, that was a really good play from our Yasuo here.
A great play by Higham Noodles as he gets the double kill under the tower 1v3. Now team is looking at the dragon here with the enemy top lane and support now taking down, and able to get a little bit of breathing room here as he's pushing up his wave and farming as a Hecarim was bot lane.
Yeah, and it does look like the Cassiopeia is trying to push out the top lane. Well, Hecarim gets back into lane. Not sure what the Cassiopeia was trying to do there, but I think she is making her way back down into the bot lane. And it looks like the Nunu is trying to do another possible gank once Cassiopeia has returned back to the bot lane.
Will fall soon.
And the Yasuo is back into the mid lane. He actually caught up with that 1v3 double kill and down in the bot lane, and now he's playing up along with the Garen again.
It looks like there will be a fight in the river. Nunu might be getting caught out here.
But at least
is able to get the kill on the Elise. Now they're looking at him down Garen here.
Alright, Garen is down now. Maybe they can look into getting the mid tower right now. But the bot lane is trying to push a lot faster with their Cassiopeia and Yumi.
Yeah, and as that was happening, the Elise did secure the second Drake of this game, which is a Mountain Drake. Now the map has switched to conform to that dragon. It looks like the bot side here is going to back off.
And they are both back and farming again. The bot lane tower does seem to be very low compared to the red side, but they're trying to poke out. Yumi does waste her ulti right there and not being able to do anything with that ulti.
Yeah. So a little bit of a trying to pick out the Garen there, but definitely he is very strong and tanky, so they're unable to. And it looks like the red team may be able to secure the Herald here with that in mind.
All right, and the red team is able to secure the Rift Herald, and maybe they are going to use that for any lane that is going to be not as pushed out as the rest, and the red team does get another kill.
Hecarim looking to chase down for that kill, and he does get it on the Shen once again.
Tower diving.
He is so strong right now.
It does seem like that the Shen is not having the best time in the game right now because he's just being run down by this very, very strong Hecarim from the beginning.
And now Hecarim will be pushing down the top lane. Maybe possibly getting a decent amount of damage on that tower or securing that tower. The team's bot side tower is very low.
But I think the Xayah is going to try and do something by pushing. And mid lane once again trying to get ganked, but that was not a successful gank from the red side. And they're most likely looking to gank bottom again. But the blue team side does seem to be pushed out more by the minions. So I don't think any possible ganks in the bot lane right now is going to happen. And so far, though, I do think that the red team has a really good chance of winning this just because of their gold lead and also their kill lead. But the thing about this is that their jungler does not seem to be getting any dragons at all, nor are they competing for the dragons, and they're just really just giving the blue team the free dragons, which can be very helpful in the later game when they do start to farm up and get all these buffs.
Yeah, so now looking at bot side, it seems like they are going to
the Cassiopeia gets a kill on the Shen, and
it looks like they caught it.
And they do get the blue side's bot tower down along with the blue side's mid tower. And the red team has finally decided to get their very first dragon here without any competition from the blue team.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
This does seem to be a very quick and short, easy game for the red team, since I don't think the blue team really knows how to counter the situation right now, and it does seem like they're on the verge of being pushed out and almost to their nexus. And just with a few more kills, I'm assuming that the red team is going to try to end this as soon as possible, unless the Yasuo does make another very good gameplay like the one he did earlier, the 1v3 under tower. And otherwise, I think this Hecarim is really going to carry out the team.
Yeah, it looks like he is heading back up top, and it looks like the Elite jungle connects very briefly. Does reconnect here. Yeah, the Hecarim is just very fed. He is currently 8-1 with the 400 gold bounty on him right now. Basically able to just stomp over anyone on the blue team currently.
And now I see kind of why the Cassiopeia decided to go bot lane with a Yuumi, just because I saw one of the gameplays earlier on, they had the team fight, that as the Yuumi ults the enemy, when they are completely stunned by the Yuumi ulti, the Cassiopeia goes in with another ulti which stuns them for even longer. And with the Cassiopeia's attack speed, it really does poke them down right away.
And it looks like the Shen does get tower dove here. The red team just ends up taking the tower, and now they're going to chase him down here for another kill. A little bit of disrespect coming from the Hecarim here. And the Cassiopeia does secure the kill there, and they're looking towards the Baron now.
They are going to be on the Baron. They seem to be taking down very, very, very fast. And just with a 20-minute Baron, they are going to most likely secure this because I don't see any blue team trying to go up against them.
Baron, on the other hand, here maybe getting caught out, and he does go down to high Ninja here.
Yeah, and he will be the first one on their team to lose the Baron buff, but they still do have 4 people with the Baron buff, and as long as they group with each other, I'm pretty sure they're able to push out as fast as possible, and they are able to do a lot more damage now.
Yeah, blue team here just trying to scramble for anything they can get. The difference between the teams is just really large. The red team now with an 8k gold lead.
Yeah, and looking like the Yumi will go on the heck. Oh, I was going to say that if the Yumi goes, it could speed up the Hecarim's dash, and it will cause a lot more damage for them. But they're going to do that, right? But the Xayah ulti really stunned them in place, and they were able to get a kill on the Nunu. But the Garen is not going to give up now. He's still tower diving with the Yumi, and Elise misses her Q. He's going to jump up now.
Tries to pick up the kill, is unsuccessful, and it looks like the red team may just end it.
Yeah, a very nice and quick game for our first game of the day. It does seem like the blue team is not going to have any chance up against them anymore, just because of how much of a lead that they have with kills and towers. Because over here on the red side, they still haven't managed to get any of the towers. All they have right now is a carrying ADC with a 6-3 ADA ratio and 2 dragons, which is only one more against the red team, but doesn't seem to be very helpful for the blue team.
Yeah. So the red team does decide to kind of back off here, but with an open inhibitor in the mid lane, the blue team does need to consistently have somebody in the mid lane to clear out those super minions.
Right. And
looks like there's a couple things here.
It just seems like whatever team fight they try to get into, they're not going to win just because of how little damage they are doing against the very tanky Garen and Nunu, and as well as the Hecarim.
Yeah. And it looks like they are hovering around the bot side. We're going to take down the second dragon of the game now.
And the second dragon does go to the red team, and they're trying to see if they can all group up and possibly ace the blue team and end this game. And we'll just see what really goes on here right now.
Yeah, so I do see that they are pinging the bot lane, so they may be pushing to get another inhibitor here to add more pressure onto the blue team.
Right, and with the inhibitor open here on the blue side, it is very difficult for them to compete for any other objective, just because they either have to choose to protect their base or they have to see if they can compete, because if they choose one over the other, they're going to lose something, like at least.
The Cassiopeia here flashes in for the ultimate landing stun here.
The Cassiopeia comes in with the stopwatch to sustain more in lane, and has managed to secure another kill on the red team. And it does look like only Xayah is the one alive now, and if Xayah doesn't make any gameplay, it seems to be like it's GG for them.
Yeah, red team looking to probably end the game here, and it looks like the go Xayah picking off into the base. Red team making some plays here, trying to be greedy to get some kills in the base.
But they are going to secure
their win.
And the first win of the day goes to That's Not Chicken Wings. Alright, that was actually a very interesting game. You say, Allison?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely everyone on That's Not Chicken Wings did do a very great job. Though the Nunu did get caught in the beginning having to use his flash, he was able to add a lot of pressure onto the map, especially in the mid lane and in the bot lane to secure leads for both of their lanes and making them able to push through and gain the gold lead that they needed.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that just because of how tanky their overall team is, and the great use of the Cassiopeia stopwatch there in the last team fight, they were able to sustain all the way to the Nexus.
Yeah, for sure. And now with the game concluding, let's head on over to the hosts.
All right. Sorry for the inconvenience. I was muted, but I don't know why. All right, Andrew, what did you think about that gameplay?
You know, I wasn't really sure what was happening because I don't think I've ever champions on an actual battlefield before because, you know, I'm only used to playing free champion rotations and all I really knew was that Yasuo, or how do you pronounce that name? Yasuo? But
Yasuo, Andrew.
Yasuo. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, it was a very intense game. You know, it was definitely one-sided from the start. But yeah, like I especially like that pony guy. I don't know his name either. Like the guy who was with the axe, the pony guy who.
Oh, Heckram, you're talking about.
Heckram. Yeah. I really like that guy.
Well, Andrew, it's okay. You will learn. You still have a few more levels to go before level 30. And speaking of Mintling, speaking of Yasuo, the Mintling Garen comp is actually very good now. I've been seeing that even in ranks, and they have been beating me. That's why I'm in Iron 2, not flexing. Alrighty, the next game will be Sax versus whatever.
I mean, yeah, like, so the name sax, I'm not really sure how I think about it, you know, because, you know, sax can mean totally different things. You know, it can mean saxophone, it can mean a sack of potatoes, or what other sax is there?
Andrew, I'm thinking of a sack of balls.
Sack of balls, yes. Sack of balls. That reminds me of my elementary school days when I was, you know, recess, and then our teacher would bring out this sack of balls. You know, they would usually be like punch balls, or they would be like basketballs, right? And then these balls would be like pretty big, so we had to have like a big sack to hold all these balls in. So we would just call them ball sacks. So, you know, that name brings me a lot of nostalgia. So yeah.
Very nostalgic story, Andrew. You know, my childhood fun, but with that being said, the sack and whatever are warming up to claim the victory in the next battle. Let's move on to the analyst desk.
All right, hello, we are back, and so over here on our team for today, it is we have Team Whatever going up against Team Sax, and I'm going to be telling you who team, whatever it is. So there is David's son with White Totoro 415 and Jesse Zoe on Jesse 1333. Edwin Chum with Fatty Patty, Hugo Lin with Frostbane, and Edwin Lee with Dragonic.
Alright.
Impure fools.
And also on Team Sax here, we have let me just pull that up real quick. We have Bill Chang with Veradona, Nathan Chan with Grammar Nace, Jonathan Sume with Jonathan 27995, Max Chen with Focus, Jonathan Su with Pika HS, with their sub Jacky Lee, who is playing on the account Swift 908. And so we are here on the champion select. They have already banned a few of the champions to begin with, and I see Azir, Echo, Shen being banned, Vayne, Talon, and Ornn. I do know that Talon right now is very, very, very good, and he just the burst damage that he does. So I can totally understand why that they would want to ban Vayne. And over here on our left team, they decided to pick Nautilus support. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how many times I have to keep going up against a Nautilus support as ADC, and that is not okay. Like the amount of CC and just the amount of chain CC that Nautilus can give to one champion is very, very much overwhelming. Like there were many times when I was playing ADC that I wanted to buy items like QSS just to get out of his ulti and hooks. Like that was very difficult. He is a very difficult champion. But along with speaking of hooking champions, the other team does have a Blitzcrank on their side as well, with a lot of CC and silent on ulti. So far though, what I see with team whatever is that they have a very tanky picks right now, and it's just very interesting to see, because I would say Darius is also a hooking support. It's just not as big as the Nautilus, but I can see how effective the hooks are going to be in the late team fights. And along with the Jax can do so much damage either way you build him, AP, AD. Just he is OP with the stun and the overpowered E that does extra damage for his auto attack. That is just very overpowering. The cannon though does have quite a lot of CC over on his T as well. So it seems like Blitzcrank and Cannon are just the lightning and duo.
I see Allison has gone offline, so I'll be subbing in again. So as Billy said, Nautilus, yes, he is a very annoying support. His CC is so strong. I can't stand him when I was playing ADC. I see the left team has banned Jin,
I'm just mad.
and the right team has banned Sex. So, Billy, what do you think? Who is going top lane for the right for Dragonic's team?
For Dragonic's team, honestly, I have a very good feeling that Grenade is going to be the top lane, since he did pick Cannon, unless he's just picking for now. But I am a little bit worried for team whatever, just because they don't seem to have the best win ratio, nor do they have the best ranks. I see that there's 2 bronze players on their team just right now, and in the recent games they all have very let's just say very tied win ratios. A lot of their players right now are at 50% win rates for the roles that they're playing.
I see the Caitlyn has been picked as ADC for the White Totoro's team.
Right, and with the Nautilus stun, it is very easy for a Caitlyn to be able to place her traps down and do the full wombo combo with all of the headshots, because I just love how when you are able to pull off the combo on a Caitlyn, that the damage that the headshot does is just very overpowering. And any squishy champions such as Kindred and Jinx on their team is just going to get destroyed.
Yeah, this should be a very interesting bottling fight, and we will see how the tournament turns out for this round.
Exactly, and just for now, it does seem like they're just about done picking their champions and banning their champions. So without further ado, we'll see you on the Apaches.
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome back. Allison is back as well, and we are just so ready to go on to our second game right here. And just to catch up a little bit for you, Allison, we were just talking about how Team Whatever does seem to have a lower rank than the red team right here, and it just seems like right now I'm very much just kind of wondering how they're going to do this game against the red team.
Great, it looks like maybe doing an invade here. The Jack's just missing the team. He
Yeah,
walks into the tri-bush, and it may just be that they walk right past each other here.
yeah, and the Blitzkrieg. Oh, the
Alright,
Blitzkrieg does land the hook and gets the first blood on the Kindred. And wow, that was a very, very, very easy start to the game. And that was a really good gank from the red team actually, and the Blitzkrieg was able to land that hook on to the Ari and get first blood, and that was impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Now they'll be heading back into their respective lane with the falling at a slight advantage, but they're not going to attack, so they will not be able to get some extra items here.
Oh, and also, did I say the Blitzkrieg landed the hook? My bad. It was actually the Blitzkrieg landed a hook on the Ari. I realized that now, and well, let's just go ahead and move past that mistake right there, and let's just see how their laning phase is gonna go. So far, there's really not much going on. Just like last game, they're trying to farm up as much as they can, and the Cannon does have a slight advantage on the top lane since he is a far range as to a Darius, which is a melee range champion. But the Darius does have a hook, and that does, if he's able to land that, like that would be really good for him to go against the Cannon.
Yeah, for sure. There is going to be a lot of pressure in the bot lane with that Blitzkrieg, so they will have to kind of stay. Blue team will have to stay back towards the tower. It looks like the Blitzkrieg is going to land a hook on Caitlyn here. She does use her Summoner spells, but they are getting ganked by the Jacks here. She will be able to pick up the double.
Oh,
they are flashing in, and Fatty Patty is able to secure the kill there on the Blitzkrieg.
That was a very good. That was a very good play from both sides. They were both able to land their hooks just perfectly, but I'm sure the Nautilus has a way lower cooldown on his hooks than the Blitzkrieg. Like Allison, you should know, right? Because we play bot lane all the time. And what I like to tell Allison is that whenever she's playing Blitzkrieg, supporting me, and we go up against like another hooking champion like Nautilus or Thresh, I tell her that it really just is about who gets to land the hook first.
Oh, another gank here by the Jacks on the mid lane. We'll be popping the Anivia passive here.
But Ari does have to burn his Ignite just to get that egg out of the way. And now she is way low on the mana, and not sure if she's going to be able to kill her with just the mana she has.
Tjandra, they're looking to do something in that top river. Lots of things going on there. The Jax is just going to recall. And the Cannon does return to lane.
And you can already see that the Anivia is putting a lot more pressure on the Ari by farming up a little bit, just a little bit more than the Ari. And you can already see that even though they only have a 1-to-1 kill rate right now on both sides, that the red team does have a slightly more gold advantage just because they're able to farm up a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and personally, I would say for the bot lane ADCs, both Jinx and Caitlyn are pretty far range champions, and they're able to just farm from afar. And and the Nautilus is able to land the hook, but is anything going to happen here? Nope,
It looks
they're
like
able
the
to.
red side is just able to get out there and recall.
Yeah. And the
There looking
Darius,
to go here, and the Jax is going to gank the top lane. Let's put the killing
he's able to
here.
smite the cannon and stun him.
Stun.
And the Darius gets a kill from the gank from Jax, and that was a very good play from the both of them. That was a really good smite to slow the cannon down. And if the cannon was just a little bit more patient with his E, I'm assuming, because I don't play cannon, but like if he was just a little bit more patient with the dash, he probably would have been able to get out, but he tried to get out of the grasp from the Darius first, and not knowing that the Jax was already there waiting for him to do so.
Yeah, definitely great play by the Jax, holding on to the stun until after the cannon flash to secure that DC onto the cannon and get the kill.
Right, and
Yeah.
it seems like the Kindred got her from Jackson's side's jungle, and he is looking to get the first dragon kill right here. With no wards or anything to alert the blue team that their Kindred is getting the first jungle. Drake.
Yeah, the team is really not going to do anything about that one. They will pick up the first dragon here.
And just as I was saying earlier, so like that, the rank difference really doesn't matter in these type of competitions, just because the higher the rank you are, it really just means that you have a certain amount of knowledge in the game to be able to position yourself correctly and to be able to farm up a little more. You know what I mean, Allison?
Yeah, for sure. It does look like Jinx on the red team here, 59 CS or 60 CS now compared to the 38 of the Caitlyn. So Jinx does have quite a CS lead on the Caitlyn here. Same goes for just about every of the lanes here.
Right, and it does look like the Kindred has been trying to take Jax's farm just for her marks, and she's really not trying to let that go just because of how much damage it's going to have for her in the later
going
games.
to see each other here. Just accidentally attacked Rift Herald.
Yeah, and the Kindred was not able to get the Scuttle Crab from Jax, and Jax was able to get just a little bit more of that vision over here on the side of the jungle river, and it does seem like
to gank again.
Right, but from what I can see is that even though Darius is a little bit more tanky, but Cannon is having a better time trying to poke him out. Farming wise though, it's very that balance on the top side, and he has just warded the tri-bush and to poke him out a little more. But nothing here is really that much more interesting than it already was.
Oh, Blitzcrank landing the hook there on the Nautilus. They are gonna do a little bit of a trade here on the bot side.
Yeah, but the Nautilus was not able to step onto the trap for them to deal just that much more damage, because the potion that Nautilus kind of just went back to before the Jinx and the Blitzcrank poked him. Seems like nothing's really been done to him at all, actually.
Yeah, it looks like the Kindred here is gonna try and take Jax's red buff, but is on his way. Red team is sending a little bit of support, making sure that the wards are present.
Right, and just because she's the Kindred's been encountering the Jax a lot, I'm assuming that's why she put the mark onto the Jax, just so then she has a higher chance of getting just that one more mark to really boost her damage right there.
Yeah. Jax now kind of hovering around the side here, looking to play off here.
the Caitlyn was farming over here on the bot lane and was not able to get there on time to really do anything, but it does seem like...
Great done by the Jax.
Alright.
All three of them there.
The Kindred has ulted and they were not able to kill her right away, and she was able to live, and the red team has gotten just a couple of extra kills for themselves, and that's a very good lead actually, and it will just really play out for them in the games.
Yeah, great roam down by Anivia too, just to make sure that those down there were secured and that his team did not lose too many members there.
Right.
Anivia
here is really low.
Lead.
Right, and Anivia was really low on the mana, and just from what I can see, the Ari is not much luck landing that charm, and
So Jax here going to
try to... The Darius coming here for backup, and the Kennen ulties and get their team
on the
just
Jax.
another kill, and
DP coming in.
the Darius was able to get a double kill just because of how much bleeding that was going on for them, and the Anivia was not able to really counter anything just because the Ari was already there for that as well.
And now the mid lane is moved up to the top here, and she is going to push in this wave just a little bit to get a little bit of the money from the turret plating. It's Crank over here looking to clear some of the wards in the dragon area so they can possibly take this next Cloud Drake here. He is rowing back and pinging some vision here.
Right, and they do look like they want to get that second dragon kill just for that a little bit of the extra buff for the team, and since bot lane is pushed up, there's really nothing they can do unless they want to give up that wave and get pushed. So the Caitlyn
outside here, hiding in the river. He is going to catch another one of these vision wards and is going to clear that. Jax jumps in.
Wow.
Probably go down here.
I'm not really sure what's going on, but the Ari was able to secure the kill from Blitzcrank. But
Olivia is going to catch out the Ari, and she's going to have to burn flash to get out.
Right.
Clear the
and
dragon.
the Kindred was able to secure another dragon kill, and wow, the Anivia was able to flash and auto with another Q to secure that kill onto the Ari, and she is currently 2-0 with 121 CS, which is a huge lead from what Ari has, which is a 1-2 with 94 CS right now. And it seems like the red team is just having fun, and the blue team is kind of struggling to really come back out on top with the amount of lead that the red team is having right now and the amount of pressure that the red team is putting on them.
Yeah, but the goal difference isn't by too much. It is only a 2k gold lead on the red side. However, their Anivia is getting pretty strong now with the Rod of Ages and a pure stack with a Dark Steel with 4 stacks right now.
Right, and just another thing about the top lane match is that even just because Darius is not able to poke the Kennen as much because Kennen is far range, but also Darius is a mana user as to Kennen, who is a energy user and can stay in lane longer as long as he doesn't get poked down really super duper hard.
It looks like every lane is just kind of trying to form up here. Lots of vision down on the river side. Crank is doing a really great job of just clearing out the blue team's vision and making sure that that side has control of that river.
And something really interesting came up, Allison, which is the Ari has bought a Dark Seal, which I'm very confused though, because isn't Dark Seal supposed to be for champions that is already like kind of ahead and they're just trying to get that extra AP from more kills and having to stack up?
Interesting. Here we do have a fight going on in the bot lane. Not really anything is happening. They do disengage it. The Jax is going to maybe walk around here and try to pull something off. There is a ward preventing him from doing so.
Right, and it's just very interesting to me that the Caitlyn is laying the traps onto the lane, because usually when I play Caitlyn, I try to see if my support can already have CC them before I place down the traps, and then I don't. Number one, I don't lose mana that way because nobody's stepping on them. Two, it's a lot easier to deal damage that way.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like something is happening in the mid lane here, but nothing is going to happen there.
Yeah, and the Kindred is probably able to pull off this gank just because the bot side bushes do not have any blue wards, and it does seem to be a little more dangerous for the Ahri right here. But the Jax is hovering around the bot side as well, and nothing is gonna happen.
Yeah, red team is pushed up very far here. Jack's gonna try and gank once again, but he is unsuccessful as the Blitzcrank has a lot of vision down on the bot river side.
Right, and that's also one really good thing about their support is that they are able to place down wards in the correct places to be able to see who is ganking who, and when their enemies don't go and gank them.
For sure.
But this game is going a lot slower than the first game. I think they're both sides are just trying to play a little bit safer and not make any mistakes.
For sure, but the red side does have a lot of CS leads in terms of individual lanes, with the Anivia with 161 farm versus the Ahri, which only has 126. Same with Jacky, who has 162, with Caitlyn with that only 116. Now red side looking to take the Rift Herald here. Darius does see them, but is not able to.
Yeah, and Anivia is coming up with a little bit of backup on the Rift Herald, and they are forcing the Darius to not be able to come anywhere close to the Rift Herald, and the Kindred is going to be able to get that Rift Herald. Ahri misses charms once again, and not being able to deal any damage onto the red team.
Meanwhile, down in the bot lane, the Blitzcrank does go down there to the Caitlyn, who is now 2-0.
Yeah, I completely missed that actually. I was so focused on the Rift Herald. But props to Caitlyn. Their team does not seem to be doing that bad overall, but I think it's just the CS lead with the Dragon lead on the red team that's kind of like throwing them off their game right now.
It looks like there's gonna be a bit of a Dragon fight here. Blitzcrank misses the hook and flashes the mastery there, but it looks like red team may just begin to start Dragon of this game.
Right, and Blitzcrank he was also going to burn that flash right there just because he wasn't able to land that hook. So there was really there's really no escape for him now if the blue team does decide to.
Are we gonna get caught here?
Okay.
She does go down. The red team does secure the dragon, and now the Jax look like he's next.
He looks like he's in trouble. He does die to the cannon and
flashes in with the ultimate.
Going to go down with the cannon for a double kill.
Red team so far ahead now. 3 dragons and almost 5k gold lead here.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited to see maybe after they get sold, they're able to get the Elder Dragon buff as well.
Red team going to summon Rift Herald down here to add additional pressure to the bot side, looking to take down possibly 2 towers here.
They're pushing as fast as they can, and the Rift Herald is going to get the hit onto the second bot tower and giving them a lot of pressure. They the Blues team does not have any mid-tier towers as of now, and while the red team mid-tier towers are still in place, and they are looking in pretty good shape besides the top lane with a little bit of beat down from the Darius push, but overall the red team is just doing a lot.
Absolutely, and now with the bot side open, the red team may be looking to take down towers in the mid or the top lane. We'll just have to see where they're headed to next.
And hopefully the blue team's jungler is going to be able to carry a little bit, just because from personally I've played with the jungler many times, and he does seem to be a very good jungler and a player overall, but it just doesn't seem like their team is really helping him out to carry as hard as he possibly could have.
Yeah, now red team is grouped up in the top river here, looking to maybe bait out a Baron or initiate a team fight of some sort using the lead that they currently have. It's going to miss the hook on the Jax there. He is going to run in and engage the fight here. Right,
and they are able to secure a kill for Jinx on the Nautilus, and they are going to start up the Baron.
Which now running over to see what they can do here. Splash is open.
The Jax was not able to. Oh, he does come in for a possible kill. Oh, the Jinx misses ulti on the Ahri and he is able to escape, but not so much for the Caitlyn, who is not able to escape the zapping cannon right there, giving them
and as Jax jumped in, he was not able to get the kill on the Kindred or the Blitzcrank, and he just go down. So now there's 3 down on the blue side, and the red team is gonna go straight down the mid lane here.
Right, with the Baron buff, they're able to push so much faster, and it already seems like the Ahri is getting very much poked down by.
Huge chunk down from the Anivia there.
Yeah.
He's so incredibly strong.
Yeah, and with the Rods of Ages, she is able to get that additional health as well, and so making her less easy to poke down. And
red team does get the inhibitor with the minion, and the Darius does get a double kill here.
Will he get a triple kill? Oh, the Anivia has the egg, and the egg is being popped right now, and
he does get a kill on the Darius.
Oh, the Anivia lives with just slightly. Oh my gosh, that was a very butt clutch right there from the red team, and Anivia is gonna try to back as soon as she can. But look, the Jax is trying to go onto the cannon, but was not able to secure anything. So
yeah, cannon gonna try
possibly
and get this
even going
kill
to
on the Jax, but he does back off, and now he is probably going to recall and reset here.
Yeah, but just with the Baron buff, it is so strong. Like, as long as you group as a team, you can push out any lane as fast as faster than you can possibly do without the. And the red team is looking to get that last dragon for soul, and they're with the Infernal Soul, it is very much overpowering just for the amount of auto attack that they get. And
Nautilus might be getting caught out here with the cannon as he
okay, the Jax just stole the dragon, and they were not able to get the soul. But the red team was able to get the kill on the Nautilus and still managed to push out bot lane.
Yeah, red team now going to group up and try and take another inhibitor here. It was great that the Jax was able to steal away the dragon from them and getting the soul, but base is gonna come. It's gonna start crumbling here.
Yeah, just a little bit, and they could possibly end. They still do have the Baron buff, but it doesn't look like they're going to end. They're trying to recall now and reset possibly.
Darius up in the top lane there, trying to push it out and apply some sort of pressure other than what they currently can do,
Yeah, and you can
forcing the
see,
red team to recall.
and you can see that the Jinx has a way higher farm lead with 217 farms, just at 25 minutes actually, and she also has two more items more than the Caitlyn, who is still trying to build her IE after the Storm Razor.
Yeah, Caitlyn gonna try and clear out these lanes here in the bot lane. The red team is trying to push out top lane now to get the third and final inhibitor. It does look like there's gonna be a bit of a brawl here.
Right.
The team does back off a bit as they try and clear out more minions in the mid lane.
And
the red team
Nivea
is
with
gonna get their last inhibitor here.
right, and Nivea with the blue buff is really strong just because he can really just hold that ulti out there for as long as she wants without
Gonna run in and try and put Blitzcrank, but Jackson's too down to the carries there, and
the cannon
the team
got
just gets blown up by this cannon here, and it looks like the red team is just gonna end the game.
Their team is just so strong right now, and they have a 20k gold lead from the blue team, and red team is gonna possibly end here. Yep, they're going to end. The red team does win against the blue team, and Team Sax is able to advance to the quarterfinal.
Next round.
Yeah, but that was a very very good game from both teams, and I'm just so that was a very exciting game actually, but it was just very heartbroken to see that a team with like 2 bronze players is going up against a team with like much higher ranked players, and however they both tried really hard, and that they were both teams really wanted to win, but unfortunately we only are able to get one team into the next round. But that's it for this game. Let's go back to our host.
Thank you, Analyst. Oh my goodness, that was actually not that short of a game. It was very interesting. And both junglers did amazing ganks. Am I right, Andrew?
Yeah, that was incredible to watch. You know, like in the beginning, it was 6-6. You know, it looked even at the start, but then it's just their CS was outnumbering the other team. So I think that gave them that boost to actually win the game because they just had more gold, and with more gold they get more items. So I think like with those items they just overpowered the other team. Like no matter what they did, they were just too strong.
That is true. In like around 25 minutes, the goal difference was almost 10k. And the kill difference was 8 versus 19. That's half of the kills the blue team had. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the final game of the day would be WSND versus Walmart Interlopers.
I had to look at what interlopers meant, and when I did, it meant like burglarizing things. And when I saw their logo, it looked like they were mainly burglarizing like toilet paper and hand sanitizer and stuff like that. And I'm kind of salty right now because my household is missing some toilet paper because we're like everyone is just buying it, and they're just like stocking up on toilet paper. So we are running low on toilet paper. So I kind of feel salty about this team, but it's okay. It's just a team name. But what about
Andrew,
Yes.
if you need any toilet paper, come to my house, but stay 6 feet away because practice social distancing.
Exactly.
Anyways, what do you think the WSND name would be?
I'm not quite sure. Do you have an idea? 'Cause I don't know.
Actually, the team captain told me it's in Chinese. It means 我是你爹, which means I am your daddy. What's your take on that name?
Well, when I think of I Am Your Daddy, I think of immediately, who's the guy from Star Wars, Darth Vader?
Darth Vader. Yes.
Yes, Darth Vader. You know how he said, I am your father, So it once again brings me back to my childhood memories of watching Star Wars. So I definitely connect to I Am Your Daddy. So yeah.
That is my man Andrew. Didn't take it from the other context that others would take. And well, let's all sit and enjoy in this last matchup between Walmart Interlopers versus WSND. Take it away, Billy and Allison.
All right, guys. So yes, the match is between WSND and Walmart Interlopers here. And on the side of WSND, they do have the team roster of Xinyu Wang on Harpray, Tenrong Zhang on FPX Tiandog, Liang Zhou on Dave Garen, Yi Wei on One Box, and Yi Hao Jin on Dark Spur.
And over on my side with the team Walmart right here, they have Kevin Liang on Kebab 1337, and Michael Wu with the Death Master Wu, Rishav with the Lord of Suck, Sydney Law, Twisty Phoenix, and Chris Wayne with a bunch of eyes. Just from my personal experience playing with these people on the team, because I have, and they are all very good individual players. They all seem to be very calm when they play League, and over here when I check out their status, that Twisty Phoenix playing by Sydney Law, it has not ranked in the past 2 months, so she is currently unranked. But Chris Wayne is not ranked on this account either. But I do know that he was a diamond player, I believe, last season, and he does sound really good to me. And wait, diamond or master, I don't know, but he is a really good player. And overall, they don't have the best win rate right now, except for Rashad right here with a 56% win rate. But it'd just be really interesting to see just how close this team matchup would be against WSND.
Yeah, for sure. But for now, we are going to be going to our coming up. We'll meet you guys back here when we get to the drafting.
to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out. You can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones. You won't ache my soul, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, go fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a Push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me. Say what you wanna say. Go take it all away. But I'm here to stay. No, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, go fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a
Alrighty, looks like the break is over, and coming up, We see WSND and Walmart interlopers about to warm up for the game.
Yes, that is true. And right now, yeah, WSND, I'm looking forward to this game right now because it is the last game, and we'll see if we can, even, if we can see if they will move on to the quarterfinals. I want to see this matchup. I think it will be a great one. I'm expecting a lot.
Yeah, let's see who will be the daddy.
Yes.
Alrighty, I think the game is about to start. Analyst, take it away.
All right, thank you so much, host. So right now we are in Champ Select.
Yeah, we're just getting into Champ Select here.
And yeah, they're about to start the game. So from what I can see is that both these teams are good, and they started off with the ban on Morgana, which is a very strong ban just because Morgana is such a strong CC, and also spell shield to get away from CC.
They are banning away a Katarina on the other side and a Kassadin with mid lane bans here.
So I do know that the Kassadin ulti does do more damage the more that you use it, and the thing about Kassadin, you lose a lot of mana just from using your ulti too much. So, but with that strong of a damage that can be dealt from Kassadin, that was also a very strong.
Yeah, for sure, and it looks like the side will be doing their last ban as Aphelios here.
Absolutely livid.
And Vladimir on the other side. Now the blue team will begin picking their champions here.
Right, and Vladimir was a very smart ban from the right side of the team, just because as I can see from .gg, their mid laner, the Lord of Sug, has been playing a pretty high win rate, and which is a very strong ban from them. And with another Nautilus support, they are going in with the first pick with him. And as I said earlier, Nautilus is just a really strong CCs and making sure the enemy stays in place while his ADC does a lot of damage.
Alright, and on the red side here, they are going to lock Leona and Olaf. It looks like they have a very aggressive team composition here. Lots of engage already. And the Kaylin over on the side going to get locked in here.
Coming on to their third pick on their left side team, they are picking Jarvan for the jungle. And Jarvan, though, I'm not very sure of how this is going to play out against Olaf, just because ulti does make him unstoppable to any form. And alongside with Xayah and her ulti with a of the feathers that can't attack her either with ulti, so it's gonna be really up to how much patience the left side team is going to have with waiting for those ultis to be gone.
Alright, now we are heading to the final two bans this match. The blue side banning Nasus and the red side banning Blanc. Let's see what their final bans are here.
Think what I could offer.
and it's gonna be the Cassiopeia. I'm very interested to see what the team composition is gonna be for the right side. They do seem like a very strong, a very aggressive, engaged team.
Right. And if I'm thinking of the Rex Wayne, I do know he is a very good player in league, and he did have a really high ranked last season. I'm not really sure of is this account right here, but I'm sure he is going to try his best and carry the team somehow.
All right, and on the red side, mid lane is gonna lock in Silas here. So they do have the potential to steal any of these ultis here, whether they're the Jarvan ultimate or the Nautilus ultimate, which will provide a really great DC potential for their team fights.
Right.
The blue
And
team here is hovering and Fizz for their mid lane final pick.
right,
See if they lock it in.
Fizz could also be a very big source of their damage output just from the electrocute that he possibly is bringing, and also the ulti with the fish and making all the champions who are hit go up into the sky. And but the thing about Silas though is that if he manages to steal the Nautilus ulti with the AP scaling, the Nautilus ult is going to do way more damage.
All right, and now both teams have finished picking and locking in their champions here. The other side here, top lane Fiora, Jarvan jungle, Fizz mid lane with the Caitlyn and Nautilus bot lane.
All right,
On the red side, we have on the red side we have a set top Olaf jungle Silas mid with the Xayah and Leona bot lane.
right, and it seems like they're just about done with their champion selection, and we'll just see you guys out there in the rift in a few short minutes.
And it looks like we are on the rift.
Yeah, this is our last game of the day. Just because we aren't able to play out one game because one of the teams was disqualified. But here we are. We are on to our last day, and they are all starting out leashing and warding and all the things that professional people do. Looking out for a gank to Fiora was almost caught, and unfortunately for that Fiora, he was only seen and have been by the team, and nothing was done to her.
Alright. Looking at these starting items here, Caitlyn on the blue side did start off Cole rather than a Doran's fight, so she may be looking to farm it out to get that extra gold lead here.
Yeah, in some ways that could be really smart, just because with Caitlyn's headshot, that already does quite some damage, and so maybe just to get that little bit of the gold lead could be really good for her to build out some really strong items in the late games.
Jungler starting bot side here, and the lane may. Oops, never mind. I've been looking to gank the mid lane already.
Yeah, the level 2 ganks could be very effective if they play it right. And once again,
Trying to bait it out here, but it's not successful, and Jarvan just heads on over to his next camp.
Right, and once again, the bot lane BCC from both of the supports, and it really just comes down to who's gonna be able to land what abilities first to secure the kill.
Eliana gonna miss that E in there, and they back off a bit. Aggressive play by the red bot lane.
Right, and with top lane playing Set, the newest addition, the newest to the champion family, Set does deal a lot of damage with that really big shield that could potentially help them win team fights in the later on game.
Looks like the Jarvan is trying to kind of sneak a dink in here, as he is in an unwarded push. A second ago, a little bit aggressive here, but backs off.
Right, and the Set here is dealing a lot more damage, and their blue team is trying to poke him out, is trying to gank him from the fog of war that he probably has not seen yet. And
they are gonna try and do this here. Set with the massive shield to survive that.
And
First
Olaf
does
gets
go over to the red team.
Yeah, that was a very good counter jungling from the red team. And Fizz is heading his way top. Not sure what he can do here with being only level 4, but possibly deal some.
May dive under
the shield
tower here, and he is gonna go down to the Set once again.
And
That's
the
so
Set,
strong with that shield.
Yeah, that shield just completely blocked out the ignite from the Fizz.
Ooh, Fiora almost gets taken down there by the Olaf Q, and she does have to back off and recall there.
Right,
They
and
get very
here,
behind on CS.
And here on the bot side, we still have just a farming war going on. Their CS count does seem to be very even right now. Nothing
it looks
really
like
going
bot
on.
lane may be just a farming lane, as the Caitlyn does have a pull there, so she is looking to reach her 100 CS.
Right, and as you can see, the red side is trying to lane for any gank from their jungler. And
it looks like Silas does take down the Fizz with a gank from the Olaf. Olaf now 2-0 with a 200 gold bounty, really doing a great job of keeping the pressure on all of the lanes and getting ahead.
yeah, and from what I can see, they're most get this dragon as soon as the red team pushes out. Or maybe the Olaf is trying to gank them first.
Yeah,
But the
let's see how
Jarvan is
they
looking to
do.
see if there's any chance of counter ganking.
Yeah, Jarvan here gonna get seen here by the Olaf. The Olaf already level 6 compared to the level 3 Jarvan.
Right, and the Silas already burned the burned the flash, but was not kill on the Jarvan.
Yeah, Jarvan so under leveled here. Needs to catch up on farm and needs to get his ultimate so he can have some pressure going into some of these things here.
Right, and just as predicted, the Caitlyn is trying to poke out the champions, their enemy with the headshot, and there's really nothing else that they can do unless the Nautilus is able to land on sort of.
Yeah, Set able to trade really well with that got his massive shield, and it looks like mid lane is gonna have a little bit of a brawl here. Not
Right.
much is gonna come out of it though.
Yeah, but the Silas probably is trying to look for a recall since he is low on mana. But he does have a good lead with the one kill that he already had.
Yeah. It looks like the Fizz is not letting him recall just yet. He's still trying to clear out this wave so that he can recall. Olaf close by to the mid lane. If Fizz overextends just a little bit more, he may be able to pull off the gank, but Olaf is low on mana, so he may just
But
farm.
the fact that the Olaf is already 6 and he could really do some potential with his ulti, making him a lot faster in his movement speed, but also he is unstoppable from any sort of CC that may be applied to him.
So trying to push in this wave and have some pressure, he does have the river warded, so he's not afraid of being ganked by this Jarvan anytime soon, as the Jarvan is just trying to catch up on farm right now. And Olaf is trying to get some vision on the bot side river here so he can take down that dragon and get the first dragon of the game for
but Jarvan is really close to the dragon pit as well, so there is a potential for him to steal the dragon away. He is 2 levels under the ult though, so not sure if he's going to make it out, even if he does take the dragon.
Jarvan forced to disengage there, and the team is going to get the first dragon of the game, which is an Infernal Drake, allowing them to have a little bit more power here.
Alright, and it seems like bot lane's still farming, and nothing has really been going on in the lane so far, besides the Zaya with a little bit more of a CS.
He's looking to go in here, but manages to disengage that, and it is just going to be a good trade, or is it going to be? Just goes in and gets the kill on the Silas here.
Yeah, like I said earlier, with Fizz's the amount of chain CC that there. I mean, there wasn't really much chain CC, but the CC that was from his ulti he was able to catch up to him with the rest of his kit right there and get that kill along with burning the ignite.
Yeah, well done by the Fizz there. Able to kind of get a little bit more gold for himself, as he was 0-2 prior to that. And it seems like the Olaf is going to go in here, and he may be able to take down the Fizz right before he does get taken down by the Fizz. Jarvan does shut down gold on the Olaf, picking up his first kill and getting him back into the game here. Jarvan is now looking for top lane to see if he can pull off a gank on this set.
Right, and if they do pull off this gank, it'd be really good just because they're going to be able to get that Rift Herald, but it doesn't seem... Oh, so they did both make it out alive. Not sure whether they're going to be able to get the Rift though.
Silas there roaming up top lane, trying to see if he can pick out Fiora. He does look instead for the Jarvan there. He is going to catch him out and set himself.
Oh, Jarvan barely makes it out alive.
Yeah.
But Silas is going to be cornered right there.
He's going to try and take down the Fiora before he goes down himself, and the TP does come in from the set. However, the set isn't really able to pull off much as they are under their own power.
Right, so he does burn teleport, but luckily for him, he is very clean, so he's just gonna go back up top to farm. And over here on the bot lane though, nothing still seems to be happening very much, and I think they are really just trying to push it out, but I think they realize that both Fizz and Jarvan for a nice little gank.
Yeah, bot side now walking up towards the Fizz here in the mid lane. Maybe just trying to secure some vision in this river here. And Nautilus clearing out the ward in the Pride Bush. Trying to get rid of any of the vision that the red team has, but just have a lot of it in the river.
Right. This game seems to be very pretty slow so far, with only 4 kills on the blue team and 4 kills on the red team. The red team does have a little bit over a 1k gold lead on the blue team though, and so far they're really just trying to catch any mistakes that each other is going to make in the gameplay, and just trying to get kills from catching other kills.
Yeah, and I noticed that Caitlyn just purchased a QSS here really early on in the game, right after her Death Sword. So definitely trying to play it on the safer side here with potential of the CC from the Leona.
Right, and with Leona too, her kid is also very CC heavy, and it would be really hard for the Caitlyn to even use the QS. The amount of CC that the Leona is gonna put on her in the later team fights might not save her from getting away from all chain CC, unless she is patient enough to wait for Leona to use 3 stuns on her.
Yeah, Jarvan there gets the Rift Herald because of a lack of vision on the red side there in the top side of the river. Now he is looking to maybe possibly gank the top lane. He does head down here. Top lane is a ball here. Are just gonna little trade off, and the Olaf is looking towards getting the dragon now on the bot side.
Yeah, and with no vision whatsoever, dragon, I think that they're going to be able to successfully secure that kill.
But Fizz does roam up to the top lane and gets the kill on the set. However, the Fiora does get taken down by the set as well.
Right.
Making an even trade of the top lanes. However, the red team is grouped in the mid lane, and as Fizz has roamed up to the top lane, he may have just lost his mid tower. Red team does back off a bit here because they are out of minions. It does look like
the 4 people on the team are going to try to push out that mid lane, but successful. If the blue team does win this team fight though, they're going to be able to push out that mid lane just with that Rift Herald that they.
For sure, and now it looks like lanes are kind of resetting and going back to their respective places here. A bit of ping here from the side, cautioning two teams, bot side. They're spotted the ward there, and they do head back to farming.
Right, and the thing about the red team getting both Drakes right now, they're going to have a better head start on dealing more damage to the enemy, and with the dragon buffs, they have a better potential of getting that dragon soul later on when they get all dragons.
And the Olaf is kind of hovering around the bot side river here. The Fizz is getting pinged there. He has spotted the Olaf, unable to do anything at this point. Fizz has an Oracle Lens and he is going to sweep out the bush here. Try and do something with his jungler, Jarvan.
Yeah, and with Jarvan still having the Rift Herald, he is almost running out of time, so if he's going to really push out any lane, he needs to do it soon.
Yeah, it looks like the Fiora is gonna escape here. Or is he? Olaf is chasing him down, but the Jarvan does come to his assistance there, and the Olaf is just gonna run them down right now.
So Olaf is
so
dealing
strong.
a lot of damage for sure.
Just with a couple Qs, he's able to get a decent chunk of the health of both of the laners there. And it looks like he is going to take Jarvan's camps as well. The team has a lot of presence and pressure on this side here. I'm looking to get another tower here.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And the first tower does go down to the red team on the bot side, and Jarvan does summon the Rift Herald into mid lane here. That does ult the Jarvan, but not much is able to happen out of that, and he's left and the Rift Herald here.
Yes, and the Rift Herald does get a huge chunk of the tower health down, and they are almost about even with the mid towers right now. Depending on how well they do in the team fights over here on the mid, they might be the red team might be able to get the mid tower first.
And it looks like nobody is defending mid tower on the blue side, so they are easily able to take it down. Meanwhile, Fiora's top lane was providing a bit of pressure, forcing the set to return to his top lane there.
Right, and so far with the tower and Dragon League, the red team is looking a little bit better on the chance of winning this thing right now, but we never know because Caitlyn does scale very hard along with Fiora and Jarvan. So it really just all comes out to how long they try to pull this game to. Because so far it's already 17-18 minutes into the game and nothing big has really happened so far besides getting towers and dragons.
Yeah, definitely. The bot lanes have been very very inactive as they've just been farming. And the Xayah does have a 30 CS lead on the Caitlyn.
Right,
And
and
150 gold bounty.
the blue team's bot lane doesn't seem to have any kill participation at all in this game, and they have not really contributed to any of the team fights so far, and it was either that or they have not been able to get any kills well there. But so far to me, like, it just seems like the Caitlyn is all about the farm and not really focusing on anything.
Yeah, and Olaf here looking to take the third dragon of the game. Jarvan's gonna jump in here and try and do something about this, and Olaf is able to secure dragon with smite.
With the third
it
dragon,
is the first team fight of the game here. Olaf gonna run down the Caitlyn over there. The Nautilus is not able to kill enough, and he may just go down himself.
right. And the Silas here over here on the trying to chase down the Fizz, but was also not able to get that far as well. But I think their bot lane is going to try to push out while the Fiora gets the inner lane tower on the top side over there.
Yeah, Fiora definitely stacking some pressure in the top lane. Meanwhile, the rest of the red team is grouped up. The other lanes. It looks like he's able to take down 2 towers by herself there,
Which is
without
really
getting caught out.
Yeah, which is really good for the blue team just because they have just that much bit of a pressure on the map now since Fiora has pushed up both of the towers. But the set is not able to get the Reptile because the Baron has just spawned in time before they could do anything about it.
They're gonna get caught out here as she overstayed her visit in the top lane. Could have just recalled right when she took down the second tower, and the red team is now looking to get this turn here. Are taking it rather quickly. Right? Just spawning.
The Silence
team is
stealing.
trying to contest this.
The Silence trying to steal the Jarvan ulti, but was not able to do anything with that ulti, and is being caught against 3 blue team members. However, he was able to flash out, and the red team is able to successfully get the Baron and call back to base.
Yeah. Luckily, the Silence was not caught there in the side jungle. He does have to burn the flash.
Right,
Excuse
but
me.
it's not that big of a cost for him right now, though, just because of his dash. He's able to kind of sidestep some of the CCs being gone onto him, and so burning that flash really worked because he wanted to keep that Baron buff.
Yeah, top lane now swapped out with the bot lane here. The Fiora tries to compete against the set. With the Baron buff, the minions are extremely difficult to take down here. Or the Fiora is very confident in her ability, and she is a little bit aggressive here on the set. However, the Olaf does show up at the right time and secures the kill on Fiora.
And that set shield is just huge. Like, it's like you're trying to kill him all over again, and Fiora really did not have a chance against both Olaf and...
Yeah, and Xayah over there pushing the top lane. Meanwhile, the Sylas and Leona are taking down the mid tower. So definitely a lot of being taken down here by the red team. Really using their Baron buff to the fullest here by pushing out all the lanes. And it looks like the Kaylin might get caught again here. Used her QSS, but it isn't enough.
Right. And it just seems like the Olaf is impossible to beat at this point with the slow, the unstoppable ult, and also the healing from his E, I assume.
He's looking to go in here to one-shot Leona, but he is just short of damage, and Leona is able to make it out alive here.
Does not hit the ulti though, but to keep on pushing into their base, possibly looking for an inhibitor right here.
Yeah, red team just really utilizing their Baron well. They're able to get so many objectives off of it, and now they are looking to get the 4th and final dragon for their soul.
Yeah, the blue team really be out of here. They haven't really been able to get any of the objectives on the map, and as you can see, the Olaf is always trying to take the Jarvan's farm to make him fall behind even more. As you can see, the Olaf already has CS, the 120 CS. Jarvan, the gold lead, is just way above the Jarvan.
And red team now finally taking the project once it's gone. The team trying to contest this, but probably not able to. Set does dive right into the blue team. He is gonna get out of it. His team does back him up here, and it looks like they may be sparking another team fight here as they chase down blue team members.
Yeah, that was a very good take on the Dragon Soul. In just under 25 minutes, they are really on top of the objectives this game, and their jungler very, very well. On top of that, their bot trying to apply pressure onto the map, as to the blue team's bot lane not really able to do anything to counter.
And it looks like the red team here is gonna try another inhibitor in the mid lane. Blue team forced to defend top lane. Meanwhile, the red team is able to split up and kind of take down all of the picks here.
Right, another inhibitor down on the Jarvan flashes in, tries to CC them along with the Jarvan ult, but that was not enough and the Jarvan dies to the set. The
This team does look like they are getting a bit of damage here from Caitlyn, and the Olaf runs in to assassinate the AD carry there, and she does fall down. Now she's looking to get the Nautilus, and it looks like the red team is going to end the game here.
Right, that was a very good
entire
gameplay
blue
from
team
Saya. And they were able to come back out alive even with the amount of CC and damage the blue team tried to give into the red team. That was not enough to kill the Olaf, and Jarvan is trying to do his best to save the team, but it is going to go down to the Olaf, and the game will end just right here, everybody. And that concludes the game for what we have for you guys today. And we have the quarterfinal tomorrow, I believe.
We have our second round of the first set of matches here. With this being our final game of the day, we'll see you guys tomorrow. This has been your analyst, Allison.
And your analyst, Billy.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it away, host.
Wow, that was an intense last game, especially that last fight. Oh my god. I totally thought that the blue team was going to pull that one off, but Olaf is just so strong, man. Like, oh my.
Well, I guess the Walmart interloper is the real daddy of this game. And there was a very big jungle difference, if you haven't known, that Jarvan was really low level early game. He was only level 3 when the Olaf already got his ulti.
Whoa, I did not notice that, but yeah, that's insane. I would say, like, you can't be that low level like during that late in the game, you know what I mean? Because levels really matter in this game, you know, like even though I'm level 19, I still have some knowledge about the game because, you know, I used to play a game called Dota 2, and League of Legends is definitely similar to that, but much more fast paced. Like in Dota 2, the games are around 50 minutes average, but this game is like League of Legends like half of that. So, but you know,
I
still
see.
it's very entertaining.
I see, Andrew. Well, I'm gonna start playing Dota 2, and you have to carry me, okay? Because I'm gonna be like you right now in League and be that stupid level 18.
What? Okay, you know what? Thank you so much for tuning in to day one of the Arcadia League Championship. It has been a very interesting day, hasn't it, Kevin?
Yes, indeed. I can't wait to see what we have in store for day 2, which will be the right side of the bracket. We will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. sharp. Hope to see you there. This has been Kevin
and Andrew. Take care, everyone, and stay
quarantined.